Yo, what is up guys, Duke of DC here. Welcome to another video. We are over here at Del Amo Motorsports of Orange County in beautiful Santa Ana, California. That's right, the Duke of DC is on the West Coast today. Very excited to be here. Thank you so much to Del Amo. They're gonna be linked in the description down below. They have supplied me with an onslaught of bikes and one potentially really exciting surprise, hopefully. So the next few videos you're gonna see are by them. As always, this video is brought to you by Rollick. Rollick is a company connecting consumers like you and me to a network of certified dealers like Del Amo Motorsports to provide the most transparent buying experience when it comes to ATVs, side-by-sides, RVs, and of course motorcycles like this beautiful 2020 Honda NC750X. This is one of my favorite bikes from Honda. And I know some people are gonna be thinking, Duke, why in the world would a mid-range $8,100 749cc parallel twin producing 55 horsepower, 44 pound-feet of torque, and just being kind of an ergonomic everyday man's bike, why would this be your favorite from Honda? Well, it's got a lot of great features to it. For starters, I am a huge fan of commuting on a motorcycle to work. This 3.7 gallon gas tank at 59 miles per gallon is gonna get you to and from work in style. It's gonna get you to and from work with a lot of flexibility. It's economical, it's ecological in a sense, and it's a fantastic bike. The other huge feature that I adore about this motorcycle is the 21-liter storage compartment sitting traditionally where the gas tank would be. I think this is amazing. You can put a full face helmet in here. You can put groceries in here. If you commute to work, you can put your laptop in here, all sorts of different things. It locks with the key on the front here. It also means that the gas tank, that 3.7 gallon gas tank, sits a lot lower in the frame, so that lowers the center of gravity here, which is a fantastic feature on a bike like this, which sits a little bit taller as it's got a more upright riding position, closer to like a Kawasaki Versys. You've got Nissan brakes front and rear. You have non-adjustable suspension in the front. You have adjustable preload in the rear. So again, that $8,100 price tag is going to come through some of those more I'm gonna say less expensive options that you're not gonna see on this motorcycle that you'll get on things like the CBR 1000 RRSP. This bike comes in at 479 pounds, so it's certainly not on the lighter end of the scale, but it's more than manageable. The only thing I would tell shorter riders to consider is that this has a 32.7-inch seat height and it's rather wide. So if you're vertically challenged like I am, again 5'9", 30-inch inseam, you may have difficulty sitting on this bike comfortably. And I'll show you real quick. So you can see, I'm not flat-footing it, more than comfortable, no issues. All right, so I think that's enough talking. I've been dying to take this motorcycle out for a long time. Thank you so much, Del Amo. Again, linked in the description. Let's go take this for. Show you my favorite part. Look at this. That's my hat. Boom. And that is why you should buy an NC750X from Honda. Oh, I'm getting old. I am getting old, kids. Okay, drive. D. Let's just go that way. This is a cool one. It is so freaky to ride these bikes, but I love them. All right, guys, we are on the 2020 Honda NC750X. It astonishes me that I've never taken out an NC750. This is one of my favorite motorcycles from Honda, a bike I have considered personally buying on a number of different occasions. And the reason is because it is gotta be one of the most utilitarian bikes on the market. What do I mean by that? The motorcycle for commuters, by commuters, and it's just a great bike. 59 miles per gallon out of this bike means that it's pretty economical. It has the DCT, the dual clutch transmission, so you're gonna see while I'm riding this, I am not shifting gears. You can cycle between drive and sport, drive and sport. I'm going to put it into sport mode, I guess, for, you know what, I'm going to keep it in drive mode. We're doing some little city stuff here, so there's no real reason, but you can see no clutch in. We are in drive, so if I was to twist this, well, I would go forward. So you got to be a little bit careful. You can manually shift it with the plus and minus here. I'll show you that in just a second. All right, so as you can see, I am manipulating the gears. We are going down to fourth, down to third, up to fourth, up to fifth. But I'll be completely honest, when I'm riding a DCT motorcycle, I don't really like to fuddle around with the paddle shifters. I think that these bikes do a damn good job on their own shifting through the gears. I love a good 6-speed manual transmission. That is my personal preference. However, I think that Honda has done a phenomenal job with this bike with the DCT. Their system is in a few other motorcycles. You've seen me use it on the Honda Goldwing and the Honda Africa Twin, 2 bikes that I also like very much. They're comfortable, they serve some unique purposes, and I think they're wunderbar. Wow, the brakes need to be bedded in. You have adjustable traction control on this bike. You can see the button here on the top left. You can change how intrusive that traction control is. That's a pretty nifty feature on a bike like this that comes in at a relatively low cost. This is not a $15,000 motorcycle. This thing comes in well under 10 grand. That's right. And this 21-liter full face helmet storage unit here, I mean, I'm smitten over this. I don't even know where to get started about that. That's a beautiful M4. I love that that gray. Someday maybe I'll buy one of those. All right, what else can we say about this bike? What are people going to be super interested in? How does it feel? It feels really good. Non-adjustable suspension in the front. It's moderately stiff. It gives you a bit of a sporty feel. It's certainly not as plush as something like a cruiser bike like the Kawasaki Vulcan S. And I only use that as an example because it's a motorcycle that I've ridden today that I can directly compare this one to. But at the end of the day, I wish that there was more adjustability. I think that it's a little too stiff for what it is. It's definitely not supposed to be a sports bike, but it has this sports bike feel to it, and it makes it a little confusing. You know, you look at this and you think, okay, well, what are you? Because you're not a naked, you're not a standard, you're kind of a sport touring bike of sorts, but you don't really have the teeth to go the long distances. So, what are you? Who are you? I do think that that's kind of one of the craziest things. The no clutch means that you can't really rev the engine. You can throw it in neutral with the button and of course rev it. But if you're just sitting at a light and you're in drive, you just have to be mindful of it. It's very similar to having a recluse clutch on like a dirt bike. I learned a valuable lesson once with that clutch. Otherwise, it's incredibly balanced, it's very nimble, it's flickable, it's an easy motorcycle to ride, it's got a relatively high seat height, but I'm not having any issues maneuvering it at low speeds or walking it around. I can flat-foot it pretty easily with the peacock stance, and I can get both feet down, balls of my feet just fine. I'm wearing Blundstones, I've got a bit of a heel. I don't know, those are things that people kind of worry about, right? It's got good gas mileage, it's a Honda, it's going to be mega reliable for you. I think this is an easy, safe choice. I don't know how exciting this bike is going to be though. And excitement is kind of the whole deal here, right? I ride motorcycles because they're exciting. I ride motorcycles because at the end of the day, instead of taking my, you know, safe cruise control, climate controlled vehicle to work, I want to take something that really makes me feel alive. That's a weird thing to say, but it's true. And at the end of the day, I don't know how alive I feel on the NC750X. I love the utilitarian nature. I think that this bike has a place in my heart. But I don't think it's an only bike. I think it's a second bike. I think it's the vacation home of bikes. And that vacation home is a very sensible condo in Boca Vista. Alright guys, so as we wrap up this video, we're heading back to Del Amo. I want another huge shout out to Del Amo Motorsports of Orange County. They've been so fantastic. Link in the description down below. They hooked me up with this beautiful 2020 Honda NC750X. Again, the utilitarian, pragmatic dream bike, if you will, but missing a little bit of excitement. Still a really fantastic motorcycle from Honda, and a great bike if you're looking into one of these. If you're not from the Southern California area and you're looking for one, go to that first link in the description for GoRollick.com and see if you can't find yourself a good deal. As always, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below. I read all the comments, and I try and answer as many as I can too. So, it should give you some incentive. As always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace!